It's time for week 5 of the P4G Pokemon Draft League. Last week, we managed to keep our undefeated streak alive with a Moxie Heracross sweep. But this week, the LA Wakers are taking on TheUziGunner, coach of the Thunderclap Titans. He's fresh off of a Draft League win, and if there's anyone who wants to beat me, it's him. And his team is powerful enough to do it, with Okidogi to hit incredibly hard and tank most of my physical hits, and a Kilowattrel to land those plot armor hurricanes. He has a Grimmsnarl that can set up dual screens, and a Slowking that can tank most special hits and chilly reception out into big offensive threats like Delphox, Decidueye, or even a Alolan Sandslash. He has an incredibly offensive Terra Captain and Haunter that can Terrasilize into a Ghost, Poison, or Fighting type, and a Doxbun that can Terrasilize into a Fairy, Dark, or Fighting type. Because his team hits so incredibly hard, I decided I want to bring dual screens Regieleki to soften the blow, with enough speed for a timid Choice Scarf Delphox or a jolly Slush Rush Sandslash. I went with Light Clay over Heavy Duty Boots to maximize screen turns, and I have Volt Switch just in case he doesn't bring Sandaconda. And if he does decide to bring Kilowattrel with Volt Absorb to stop my Volt Switch, I do have Explosion to get on out of there. I'm very special defensive, that way I can set up screens in front of Dunsparce, Delphox, and of course Kilowattrel very easily. Because I am bringing dual screens, I wanted something that can take advantage of my opponent going for Brick Break or Psychic Fangs, which is why I have a nasty plot weakness policy Pecharunt. If Okidogi goes for Psychic Fangs, I get my weakness policy boost and deal with it via +2 Shadow Ball, and I have Malignant Chain for Grimmsnarl and Dunsparce, while Recover lets me constantly wall Doxbun. With my modest max special attack, I can 2-hit KO a max special defense to Dunsparce if I have a nasty plot boost, and my speed allows me to outspeed Adamant Decidueye and max speed Grimmsnarl. Because Pecharunt deals with Okidogi, I decided it's time to use my Terra Captain, Hustle Flapple, with a Lumberry, that way I don't have to worry about Sandaconda's Glare. If I'm Dragon Dance boosted, a Terra Dragon Outrage actually knocks out Okidogi from full, as well as the Dunsparce, while Grav Apple allows me to deal with Slowking and Sandaconda. I went with Terra Blast as my last move, that way I don't have to lock myself into Outrage, as it's still incredibly strong versus my opponent's team. And my Jolly Nature allows me to outspeed a Kilowattrel at +1. Under screens, it's almost impossible to knock this Pokemon out in one hit, and it's a problem if it lands. But this team was designed with most Pokemon being a win condition, which is why we have Swords Dance and Teleon next. With Adamant Nature, I outspeed a max speed Delphox, and a +2 Life Orb boosted Ice Shard knocks out Kilowattrel, while Liquidation deals with Sandaconda. But the main reason I went with Swords Dance and Teleon was to break through Slowking, and I can do that with +2 Skitter Smack, which knocks out special defensive Slowking. But we're not stopping there with setup, because Quiver Dance Ribombee is also a giant threat. My Modest Nature allows me to still outspeed Delphox and threaten it with a boosted Bug Buzz, and Moonblast at +1 deals with Sandaconda. I went with Psychic Noise last to knock out Okidogi, but also stop the Dunsparce from healing. Even though most of the members of my team are setup Pokemon, my last Pokemon is a max special defense Heavy Duty Boots Incineroar, that way I don't get fried by Delphox outside of screens. But it also allows me to deal with Calm Mind to Dunsparce, as I can phase it out with Roar. I went with Blaze over Intimidate so I don't activate Rattled on the Dunsparce to give it speed, Adrenaline Orb on Nasty Plot Delphox, or Guard Dog on Okidogi. I can Parting Shot out on his special attackers, because if Kilowattrel comes, it should be Volt Absorb. And the combination of Knockoff plus Flare Blitz hits the entire team outside of Doxbun for neutral or super effective damage. Incineroar is basically the insurance for my team. So that's my team for week 5 of the P4G Pokemon Draft League. If you do enjoy the Pokemon Draft League content, let me know by leaving a like and consider subscribing. My end of the year goal is 500,000 subs, and you can help me get there. I upload competitive Pokemon every single day, and these Draft League games every Sunday. Also, please check out my boy Uzi. He's absolutely hilarious. His storytelling is great, and he has fantastic content. Lastly, I want to give a big shout out to Amo, Tone, and Maverick Shooters for all the help this week, as well as Pedro for the awesome editing. I've held you up long enough, so let's get right into the battle. Week 5 of the P4G, playing my boy Uzi. If you guys do enjoy the draft content, let me know. Feel free to leave a like. Consider subscribing. I'm on my way to 500,000. Also, please subscribe to my bro. Fantastic content, very entertaining, great battler. And he did win SPL Season 2. So, no ground type. Thank you, Jabba. Java about that update. I appreciate that. Lead off with my homie right here. Get up my screens. Could have Brick Break on several Pokemon, but I mean, I'm really liking my Flapple. I'm liking my Incineroar. I like this. This matchup isn't like, it's like a 50-50 in my opinion. I feel like it's okay. We'll see how it goes though. Ribombee looks insane. Ribombee looks absolutely insane, especially because the Decidueye, I believe, straight up dies to +1 Moonblast, or it's very close. Okay, needs a little bit of chip. Needs a little bit of chip, but should be a fun one. And yeah, if y'all enjoy it, leave a like, sub to the channel. Like I said, let's get it. It's 1 o'clock. All right, there's Kilowattrel lead. Perfect. So I do get up a light screen here, which is really nice. Kilowattrel most likely has Volt Absorb. Almost clicked Volt Switch immediately, by the way. All right, let me figure out some damage calcs right here. I am Spadef on this guy as well. So one thing that I really like in this game is also my Swords Dance Mon. My Swords Dance Inteleon. Hurricanes turn 1. 363 to 298. That looks specs as hell. Kilowattrel. That looks pretty specs. Like, what? That did a lot of damage. Hold up. With a screen up and everything, too? Actually, no. It's not. That's modest. Do that much, it couldn't do that much without being modest. So it is modest Kilowattrel. Good to know. Very important to know. Yeah, I literally could not do that much without being modest. That was a higher, like a higher roll on modest. In terms of what I want to bring in, I think I'll get up my Reflect here in front of it. Because if Okidogi comes out, I think I'm modest. If Okidogi comes out, I can always Volt Switch right out into Pecharunt. So I'll be in a decent spot. Hurricane. And Volt Switch. Yeah, you can't do that much unless you're modest or you're running like a boosting item. So it could be like Sharp Beak or something like that too. Wise Glasses, all of the above. I'm assuming Okidogi is going to be there switching. Maybe. Either way, I get to Voltage on them. Do a little bit of chip and go a long way from there. With screens up, I'm very much liking my Flapple. Flapple looks really cool. Also, just in general, it's just a strong Mon that doesn't have very many switchings. Again, if Okidogi comes out... Alright, there's Grimmsnarl. This could be screens of their own. We're going to Volt Switch here. See what he wants to do. He does go for Parting Shot. Oh, okay, I see your plan. Parting Shot. So he's going to go right back out into Kilowattrel, which has the Volt Absorb, obviously. And then it stops me from going from there. But that's okay, because we do have Incineroar as a decent switch, and Incineroar is just really good in general into this team. So, and we're max special defense as well. Incineroar really does carry. Yep, there's Uni. Volt Absorb, for sure. Like, there's no way you brought this without Volt Absorb. Alright. Go Incineroar now. Again, max special defense. We tank everything. We do have the light screen up. We have turns. And also, it's, like I said, a really tough Mon for them to bring in. Like, they're going to have to go Ogi on it, which will activate my Pecharunt for the most part. That was a great parting shot. I wonder if he has, like, Sewer Power or something for Incineroar. Incineroar, again, looking really good in the late game. I'm also really liking the Quiver Dance for later, too. Because it just does so much damage to Delphox as well, my Rabombi. It's always a fun game. Like, it's always fun playing Uzi here. Could have potentially had, like, Ancient Power or something to do some chip, but, I mean, he most likely has Roost on this thing anyway. So let's see. I don't know why I feel like I get crit here. Doubles out into Okidogi, maybe trying to catch something. Is it Okidogi? AJ Styles. Oh, some might say this was a good switch for me. I am going to go right for the knockoff. Immediately, I get something out of this turn. I get rid of potential items. There's not a lot they could do there. He expected Boom. He expected Explosion, which was a good play. All right, so that's Okidogi. Get rid of its item. Beautiful. If it's Assault Vest, this is a really, really, really good turn here. It's Rocky Helmet. Helmet. Nice. I have a pretty free Pecharunt, I would say, so I'm going right into it. If he goes for knockoff, I get my weakness policy, and then he does not switch in very well to my attacks at all. Having Reflect up is nice. Also, losing my item means like a Poltergeist is gone, so I'm in a good spot, I think, either way. And just, again, getting rid of this thing's Rocky Helmet goes a long way, too. It's a very defensive set, too. Incineroar to Okidogi. Knockoff does basically nothing. But it's any HP investment, which might be max. The big thing we want to do is we want to get rid of Grimmsnarl. That way we can click Outrage in this game, or even Terra Blast Dragon. Outrage is going to clean KO on Okidogi at +1. I can see him going for knock. I mean, any double he makes here, I feel like I'm in a decent spot, just mainly because I have the screens and I have the weakness policy. So I'm in an okay spot. I switched first, and I'm 156 speed, so he definitely didn't switch. Victor Black, let's go. Throat chop. Does absolutely nothing. Is going to activate my weakness policy here, though. Is going to activate my weakness policy. Now, what I want to do here is, instead of going right for Shadow Ball, I'm actually going to go for the Malignant Chain. Because the only switch into Shadow Ball on that team is Grimmsnarl. So if Grimmsnarl wants to come out and try and Thunder Wave me, I want to punish it. Because, again, I want to get rid of that potential Dragon. Basically, this is +2, so it's free anyway into this team. We always have Shadow Ball, so we're always in a good spot as well. And Okidogi can't do crap. That did 0. Throat Chop is interesting. That's a really cool choice. But yeah, +2 Pecharunt. I'll do a good chunk to this guy as well. About half. If it's max HP, I'll do about half. And again, Shadow Ball looks really good too. So we're going to go for that Malignant. If he wants to try and go, like I said, if he wants to try and go, basically any mon that comes in now, I'm in a good spot. This Pecharunt's so good early on with this. And I can get up screens again later. Also, I don't think he has Psychic Fangs because he went for Throat Chop there. I feel like he would have went for Psychic Fangs since he had it. It's good turns. Weakening this thing is nice. He does end up staying in. We'll just do as much damage as possible here. Beautiful. That's a beautiful 2-hit KO. How many turns of screens do I have left? One more turn of light screen. Okay. Good to know. Gonna recover once. Because Malignant Chain is so free. He might even end up making the Slowking play on that turn. If he goes Grimmsnarl, great play too. But again, I already have the damage on this for Terra Blast Dragon Raw. So that's a good spot. This is in range of Liquidation now as well. It's just a tough mon for him to deal with, in my opinion. Maybe attacking was better this turn, but because I have the extra turn of Reflect, I felt a little bit safer not attacking. Yep. So I made the correct play just because I basically get a kill here. Nice. Yeah, Throat Chop is not going to do crap. Beautiful. All right, light screen wears off, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. We can just Malignant Chain again. Look at that KO. Okidogi goes down to Pecharunt. Let's go. All right. Okidogi is down. Opens up my SD Inteleon a lot. Also opens up Incineroar a lot more. This is like the main Incineroar switching. So, obviously, the Delphox is going to come out. But yeah, I'm really liking my SD Inteleon. It looks really good. Does a lot of damage. We do want Grimmsnarl to be gone, though. Of course, no screened up. We are going to be smacked by Delphox. It's crazy, though, because I actually don't even need this mon anymore. So I might even just stay in on him because he likes to go for... he might make like a play or something. Like, he might legitimately try and make a play. Addison's Delphox, I'm assuming. Yep. Psychic does own me. Yeah, Psychic absolutely owes me. I'm just going for Shadow Ball. Yep, I knew it. I knew Uzi loves to make a play. I know Uzi loves to make a play, so now we get rid of Delphox right here, unless it's Focus Sash. I knew it. I told y'all. I was pretty positive he'd make a play. I was thinking Nasty Plot, but that works out very well for me. So that's 2 kills for young Petra in this game. We're looking very, very good. I told y'all, that's my boy. Oh, we gotta go Kilowattro next to beat me? Does Kilowattro even kill me? No. Like, not at all. Like, I actually has to go for Hurricane Confusions here. He goes for it. Does get the Confusion. Do we end up getting the kill on Kilowattro, though? We'll see. Let's see. And we end up picking up the KO, and that's 3 kills. That's 3 kills for Pecharunt to start it off. What a goat. What a goat. Oki, Delphox, and Kilowattro going crazy. Weakness Policy Pecharunt is absolutely insane. It is absolutely insane, man. What a goat. Holy. It is just going stupid. AJ Styles is the Grimmsnarl. That's the Decidueye, sorry. Decidueye and you Swords Dance. Shadow Sneak does end up knocking me out. Shadow Sneak always knocks me out. Gonna go for Shadow Ball here anyway. He might also be adamant. If he's not Shadow Sneak, if he's adamant, then I'm in a good spot too. Again, we're looking really, really, really good with Incineroar, so which is why I'm keeping it as healthy as possible. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Again, Shadow Sneak does KO me if he is attack invested. He does go for Swords Dance. He is praying right now. He is praying right now for the confusion. What's gonna happen? I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm gonna hit myself. I do not hit myself, and we get rid of Decidueye 2. That is 4 kills for Pecharunt. Holy. Oh my god. Pecharunt going stupid. Dude. Pecharunt's going stupid. All right. There's the Grimmsnarl. I'm just going to Malignant Chain at this point. Nothing else to do, right? That's 4 kills for Pecharunt. Sucker Punch. Oh, he had that the whole time. So Sucker Punch, Parting Shot. Sucker Punch. Man, I might as well be safe, right? Let us just go for what's safest at this point. Let me get up a light screen. I'm less worried about this Mon, more the other Mon. What do you have? Brick Break? Spirit Break. Spirit Break. Get up a Reflect here. All right, good job, Regieleki. Spirit Break knocks me out. Spirit Break, Parting Shot, all that stuff. It's time, Inteleon, I choose you. The real Riot, baby. Time to SD on this Parting Shot. Time to SD on this Parting Shot. Let's go. He could also just go for Spirit Break. Oh, he just hard switches. Does not Parting Shot out. Hard switch is actually really bad for him. Hard switching is really bad for him because I got that Skitter Smack in the back, baby. I got that Skitter Smack in the back. Yo. It's time to get skittered. I hope Uzi does a zoom in on himself. Ooh, the Skitter Smack looks so sick. Get skittered. Get smacked. Get smacked. Oh my god. What a go. Inteleon. Good job, Skitter Smack. Good job, Skitter Smack. Yeah, I might have titled this. They really have to ban Pecharunt. Alright, just time to liquidate. He wants to, I think he has to Sucker Punch, Party Shot, do whatever. Maybe he Spirit Breaks in the Sucker Punch, trying to do something there. But yeah, Pecharunt just went absolutely stupid. I agree with his SD play. At that point, it's so tough for you to win from that point. He probably had Poltergeist too, so he couldn't go for it. Maybe it was Leaf Blade, Low Kick, Poltergeist, like Low Sweep, excuse me, Poltergeist. Something to hit, like with Clear Amulet, something to hit Incineroar, so you actually had to SD in order to beat it. I think he should have went Grimmsnarl though, and just went for Sucker Punch. But I guess if I greedily clicked Recover, I would have been in a bad spot. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a +2, baby. And Inteleon picks up the final 2 with Swords Dance. Woo! And that makes us 5-0. We are guaranteed playoffs now. We're looking really, really good. Big shout out to Uzi for accommodating. So originally we scheduled for a day and then stuff happened for him. So we switched and then we scheduled it and then I did the setup wrong. So we had to reschedule it again. And then for some reason the game changed it. So Uzi is just a pal. He's an awesome dude. Like legit the GOAT. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, Pecharunt is definitely so far. I feel like it's just not one-dimensional, right? We saw Nasty Plot this week with Weakness Policy. We've been seeing the parting shot sets with Nightshade. You also saw what it did with Substitute to avoid Draco Meteor. Like, this mon is just so good, man. And I do not regret picking a tier 2 to be my first Pokemon on the team. I do not regret it at all. But definitely check out Uzi. I'm going to hit him up for an interview, talk a little bit about his techs and whatnot, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. So I'm here in the interview with one of my good friends, one of my best friends, the TheUziGunner. Say hi to the people, bro.
The fuck is going on in this?
No, not Mephisto. I said.
They called me the black. Oh wait, wrong individual. Hello everyone, it's me, Uzi. Hope y'all are doing well. Hello Joey. How are you doing today, my dear good brother?
I'm doing well, bro. I've committed robbery this season. And as I do in most draft leagues, right? You know, always take what should not be there. And yeah, I haven't been caught yet, so it's
yeah. Still 5-0 now.
For now. For now. We'll see. This is a pretty good season for me out, but it's probably one of my better starts. That doesn't mean anything though. I mean, you just literally came like. I might have beaten you regular season SPL, but then you won SPL, right? So like, there's a whole lot of things that can happen. I very much love my team. It was Sharp Beak, Kilowattrel. Okay, I was like, because like I felt like you could. Oh, dual wing beat. Oh, people ran. This is for Sash Leader Bombi, right?
Right.
I like it. I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
The eject button, Slow King. Ooh, scout my damage, scout what my set is. I like that as well.
I thought you were gonna go for a dark, like a water type move with your Inteleon, and obviously, you know, I saw SD and I was like, yep, that's a wrap.
I told you, bro, but I was like so close to running Fell Stinger because +5 attack after getting a kill felt so crazy, right? +3 then after my +2, but unfortunately it's so weak at +2. But luckily Skitter Smack is just crazy. Like this set in general, like I had a lot of good Pokemon into your team. Now I will say that you have a lot of good Pokemon into me as well, which is why I thought that, and because of lack of time, I thought that screens would do best. I typically run screens versus you, I realize, in the regular season.
I noticed that.
but go ahead.
When you led up with your Lucky and went for skins, I was like, oh my god, he's gonna do this to me
again. To be fair, I'd like to change up my style in draft, and I feel like while I have used Reflect on this mon, like just because there was no other move to put on it, because I usually just Volt Switch Rapid Spin Explode. But this mon's definitely one of the MVPs, by the way. This is a good mon. I refuse to.
A great mon.
Yeah, legit. It is literally an MVP. Yeah, I just figured screens would be pretty cool here because your means of getting rid of screens are basically Okie Dokie. So you either Psychic Fangs and activate my weakness policy, which Pecharunt kind of puts that in a checkmate position, as you saw, right? Like you couldn't switch into, even if you had the Dunsparce, you got 2-shot by Malignant Chain, which is why I went for it first, just in case you were crazy and wanted to go Grimmsnarl. Because I was like, okay, if Grimmsnarl dies, my homie Lion Boy over here, if it hits, goes crazy. It goes crazy because I mean we have the calc right here versus you, but your Okie Dokie 95 to 112 from Outrage. First week, by the way, that was I was willing to bring Hustle on Flapple. I was like, F it, man. We playing Uzi, we ball. I knew you were gonna click Hurricane too. I was like, Uzi is such a I'm gonna click the most inaccurate move in the world guy and land and have it work out because plot armor. So I was like, F it. And then obviously I stayed in versus Pecharunt with Delphox because I figured Nasty Plot or Focus Blast is worse for me than losing Pecharunt, which doesn't even do that amazing in theory versus the rest of your team. It does, but it doesn't come in for free on things.
Yeah.
Though, I mean, your SD play makes sense. You don't know my defense EVs. You can't hit me with Poltergeist, and you can't hit me with Low Kick. So your SD play was basically the play. Your Shadow Sneak did kill me, but again, you don't know, and you're so far back in that position that you kind of...
I pretty much just looked at that as a situation where, okay, so his Chris Reed, I mean, I don't know what's up with people naming their cats after white people. Like...
This is after my subscriber, thank you.
Oh, okay. You know what? No. You're a great person, Chris Reed. Great.
These are all after subs. These are all after subscribers.
Oh, okay. Thank you for supporting my good brother. Okay. But no, I noticed that, you know, since I got the Rocky helmet. Oh, yeah, you 100% died to Low Kick. Since I noticed that you were Rocky helmet, I mean, not like you were you took Rocky Helmet chip from my Incineroar. Now you got me mixing them up.
Yeah,
my Okie Dokie. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
My Rhine. Now it's Rhine time. Yeah. Like, because you got fucking the Rocky Helmet chip on, I was like, okay, to get myself back in the game, since you are Blaze and all that stuff, I need this man to hit himself in the face, because you know he got Pecharunt round 1, even though and got it as a tier 2 Pokemon at that.
It's good on.
And then I was like, okay, but after this, whatever happens from here is gonna have to deal with a +2, you know, like Decidueye, and like it's everything as you said. It would force situations where you would have to sack off another piece just to position yourself in a way where you're able to, you know, like put things back in your favor again.
Yep.
And in that aspect, like, that was that I felt was my only play.
I agree.
Obviously, I feel like the clicking Focus Blast against Pecharunt like that, maybe in hindsight that was not the best play, because even if you had gone out into your Incineroar, can I look at the Incineroar set by the way?
Yeah, it's absolute max special defense, my friend.
Okay, yeah. Right, since like even if you had hypothetically gone out into your Incineroar there, it's like obviously that means that I can just go out in my Okie Dokie afterwards, although
no, your Okie Dokie's dead at that point. It's actually it's no your play makes sense, because if Incineroar comes in for free, it gets a kill. Like
yeah.
No, your play makes sense, dude. Like I said, my logic before you even sent it out was like, he's gonna have to make a play. You have to make a play, in my opinion, from that position.
Yeah.
I felt like you had to.
Yeah, and you got me there, like straight up. No shame in that. Like, it definitely that turn I definitely think, you know, really tipped the scales in my favor. But at the end of the day, credit is to be given where it's due. Like, your prep was very much top notch in terms of, you know, the choice of 6 Pokemon that you brought against me.
Thank you.
Like, even if that had hypothetically worked out in my favor, it would have still been a uphill battle from there, because with Okie Dokie dying, my best switch into like the Incineroar is a Grimmsnarl.
Yeah.
So
and that gets weakened. That opens up my Flapple. There's a lot. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I brought Blaze as well because I didn't want to activate Adrenaline Orbs. I didn't want to activate Guard Dog. I didn't want to activate Rattled, etc. And I figured that because Incineroar's role is to phase out the Dunsparce, phase out Delphox, Intimidate didn't matter, because this mon in theory should never be coming in on Okie Dokie. It's only Decidueye is like the one thing, but like that was also why I was like debating on like more speed on Pecharunt to outspeed it, but I was like, I'll go here because the HP lets me leave some hits type of thing, as you saw it did. I'm very happy you hit that Hurricane, by the way, because I would have felt terrible if what would have happened after that, if the homie just straight up swept from there. But
I'm just glad it's not a 6-0.
No, I understand. I love this Grimmsnarl set, by the way. One of my favorite sets. Just like, what's it called? Just parting shotting around plus getting off attacks. I think it's really strong to me, just because it stops sweeps and everything.
Yeah, and also another pretty cool thing about this tech is that, like, you know, if you bring it in, like, I click Parting Shot, and if you hypothetically went out into Regieleki or your Incineroar, obviously it would fail. That would mean Stomping Tantrum is base 150 power, and you're not gonna like that.
I love that. I really, really love that. That's really good. Yeah. Like, I really love, that's such a beautiful tech. I love that. I love the Spadef Slowking as well, with T-Wave, because I don't know if that specifically was just for Inteleon, but like, my Ribombee is very strong into you.
Very, very strong.
It's like really, really, really good. Like, +1 Bug Buzz does like up to 90% to Delphox type of thing. So that's why I wanted to like try it out that way. It was like I said, obviously you're one of the favorites to win the P4G, I think, especially coming off hot after an SPL win. But
you can say that.
You said
like y'all got a pretty good solid team though.
Oh.
Like, you know, we got obviously you with, you know, the Pecharunt and the tier 1 Heracross, and then like there's obviously like who else? There's Shackle King, who's been on an absolute.
Oh my God, Shackle's a demon. I never want to fight him. Do you fight him?
No, I don't. Thankfully.
Wow, we're very lucky. We're both very lucky.
Dodge the bullet on that one.
Yep.
Yeah, Shackle King, who's been absolutely fucking killing it, and then obviously like I really like Gentleman Thomas's team. Like I feel like as far as the low tier goes, obviously, this is obviously speaking with a bit of hindsight. Like we started drafting this in the midst of like me preparing for my SPL finals.
Yep.
And because I was dedicating so much of my time to that, it pretty much was dedicated towards me just, you know, like relying on other people to like help pick up the, you know, like drop the suggestions, and I just went through with it. So obviously I don't know if that is a part of why a part of me feels like, you know, this isn't my best team that I've drafted just yet, and why I feel like, you know, the prep isn't paying off as well as it should be. Although
you've been doing really good though. You've been doing really well. Yeah. Haven't you just been doing great in general?
I mean, nah, like, cause like in the second, like obviously other than, you know, losing to Chase to Dribblem in the first week, the second week was pretty much came down to Kyle playing really well and missing Fury swipes. Although, you know, a part of that could be like was because, you know, that was his third Fury swipes, and he also hit triple axel before that.
Yeah, I mean, it's accuracy at the end of the day. You're not always gonna hit. Period. That's just how it is. Yeah, I still think you've been doing fine, and I also think that low tier is. I mean, you know, there's always an adjustment period. Like as long as you make playoffs, you have 8 weeks to basically get used to your team. That's the way I always see it. So. By then, that's where you give it your hardest or whatever. But I think making playoffs is less about winning and more about getting more content out on the channel, because that's the fun part, right? Getting people to see your games, right? That's the whole reason I want to do this and have a good time. I like your team. It's a team of champions. I mean, you explained it in your thing as well, right? This is a team of champions, team of past champions, and I like it a lot. And obviously, at this point, you can't do any more, you know, changes because FAs did, and this is week 5, but we're technically on week 6 ahead. For everybody to watch. I haven't played my week 6 game. Uzi and I were a little bit late, which is my fault, for week 5. Funnily enough, there was a few other games that just finished the same day as us.
I mean, like obviously this is pulling back the curtain a little bit, but in this season, like a lot of people have been taking some time to get their games done. But obviously, like at the end of the day, people need to understand that, you know, this is obviously, this is a collaboration between every single parties. Yep. We all got our lives going on. We all got our lives going on right now, and like some certain shit happens that pulls us back. But the fact of the matter is, we're all understanding of it. And like
it's been super chill. Yeah. It's been super chill season. Like
exactly.
I feel like it's been the most casual season I've ever had. Like SBL was really fun. We had a lot of people talking and everything. But this was like, not to say this isn't fun, but it's just been so chill. It's crazy.
Yeah. Like literally, everybody is so understanding. Everybody is so willing to accommodate. Like it's really crazy. When you put into perspective how much is possible when you don't got certain people with sticks up their own asshole to make the experience a miserable one. Yeah. If you know, you know. But yeah, it's been a great one so far.
It has legit. It's been a great season, and obviously I know it's gonna keep going. I love the fact, dude. I really want to draft Ogie Dogie, like so much. Also, you always make Kilowatro look like it has no guard. Like, I mean, originally you didn't. Originally you looked like it was blind, but like after that, I feel like it really stepped up for you as well as a Mon.
Yeah. Uni is indeed the bus.
Yeah.
That's what storytelling does, you know?
It's the homie. When you hype him up. My favorite is when you hype up a move or something and then the Mon just misses immediately. That's the greatest thing. I look forward to whatever. Oh, yeah, then you zoom in. Yeah.
Black and white.
The sad music, black and white. Yep. Can't wait to see what name you give me this week. Just know this guy's a liar. this guy's a liar.
Hey, man, I'm only willing to say what you're not willing to for the world.
Yes, I don't like to lie. Thank you. That's why we do live comm now, not post comm.
Exactly.
No, but overall, I mean, I think you also had a lot of cool Pokemon you could have brought into me. I think any one of your mons could have came. Like, obviously, if Santa Calendar comes, it's a little bit different of a story because you could click Glare, but it's also a little harder too because it makes you more Inteleon weak, it makes you more Flapple weak type of thing. So I know the trade-off. Sandslash could work too. It would be annoying without Intimidate on Incineroar. You could also have Clear Amulet anyway, but like, you know, I think you had a lot of mons you could have brought from him, and obviously this most likely won't be our only game. I think I'm guaranteed playoffs now, and then you're just shy. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I definitely think we're gonna fight again. But you know, to us, avoiding Shuckle the entire season, as I always say.
Yeah, man. I brought this up in my stream last time, and like I really feel like this dude is about to be the spiritual successor of Age Ride.
Yeah.
You know?
Just
People
freeze.
have been. Yeah, like I know you got Dan who always drinks, you know, like cold water with ice in it, which causes all these freezes, and now that same, you know, cold water with ice has now manifested itself into the form of his cryogonal, and that's just freezing every motherfucker
Literally,
out there.
literally, quite literally. This guy, I remember I had the Age Ride freeze emote, bro. After he froze me in the UCL, way back in the day.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is that I'm gonna start a petition. Shuckle better start naming his cryogonal after Age Ride.
yeah, dude, that mon is going stupid. Honestly, his Terra, he hasn't even like really done this crazy stuff with Smeargle yet too that I know he can, which is why I want to avoid him. But there's a lot of people I don't want to play, which is sad because obviously I just team wise I don't want to play J Ricky because I respect the Binker. I respect Carbink so much, even if it's not that. Yeah, even if it's not that amazing, like broken into me, it's because I have Pecharunt. But like I respect the hell out of his team a lot. And
no, for sure.
Definitely some mons. So I'm very excited, of course, though, for the future of Draft League, what we do after and everything as well. Is there anything you want to tell the people, bro? Tell them whatever the hell you want. Go ahead. Floor is yours.
All right. No, like once again, I just want to preface by saying that I am very, very grateful to everyone here that has, you know, like taken time off their day to watch everything that we do, because at the end of the day, it's like, you know, we do this because we love it, and the fact that it's able to resonate with so many people, and the fact that, you know, like y'all still continue to watch, drop a comment, be supportive, and all of that kind of stuff, that generally means the world, you know. And for me personally, I cannot thank you, like I cannot thank you all enough for all of it, because like genuinely in what has quite frankly been one of my most, you know, like toughest recent months from April, from everything that happened in April to now in May, where I'm in a phase of rebuilding myself. I like, despite whatever other bullshit that may be going on right now, I don't feel alone. Like obviously, you know, I have my brothers, I have Joel, I have, you know, Maddie and Maddie, Addison, and so many other wonderful people who've been having my back and being such great friends to me. And even, you know, soon my parents will be arriving in Sydney, which I'm super excited for. But like everything that has happened throughout this month in terms of everyone coming through and watching the stuff that I do, even becoming members, like
yeah, dude, bro, you got 8,000 subs now. Well, you got like 200 members, which is insane, bro. I know that was your goal. So happy for you, dude.
Yeah, man, like 7,000 subscribers, 200 plus members, like
yeah, 7,000, yeah.
Like, yeah, like you guys, like all of you, have genuinely done so much for me in terms of, you know, giving me the confidence that I need. So much so that now I can say with certainty that all these issues that I struggled for in these years in terms of consistency, they are beyond a shadow of a doubt dead and gone now. You are seeing the best version of TheUziGunner right now, and I can promise you all, down the line, when everything is settled, like this will be my full-time career. I'm excited for every single memory that I'm gonna make with Joel, with Nexus, with everyone else, because this is the stuff that we do together. And yeah, in this table, we're all gonna be eating real good.
Hell yeah, man. Draft, everything's going up. Solid as it can be. Appreciate you, man. People, enjoy. Please check out my boy Uzi. Feel free to subscribe. And yeah, I'm sure he said some very nice things about Pecharunt on his side of the video. So make sure you check them out. They were all honest and very nice.
Very authentic, yes.
Yeah, that's probably, yeah, they're authentic as hell. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Peace, guys.
Peace.